This is Block 9, the Liberal Establishment, Section 5, the Cold War outside of Vietnam, with this section, Intervention in the Dominican Republic. This took place in 1965 under Johnson's administration. In April of 1965, left-wing Dominicans rose up against the corrupt anti-communist dictatorship that ruled their country. And this right-wing anti-communist dictatorship was kind of kept in power by American aid and American support, not because it was a particularly free government, it was not, but because simply it was an anti-communist government. It was one of those examples, as somebody said, that he's a son of a bitch, but at least he's our son of a bitch. But left-wing Dominicans, socialist and communist Dominicans, rose up against this dictatorship. Johnson in 1965 is very, very worried that Castroism is going to spread through the Caribbean in America's backyard. He is worried that the Dominican Republic is just going to become another Cuba, and so Johnson does not waste time. He sends in the U.S. Marines to protect the anti-communist authoritarian government of the Dominican Republic. 25,000 U.S. troops restored order, but the price of that restored order was increased anger in Latin America at the United States, at the all-powerful, does whatever the heck it pleases Colossus of the North. And you can see by the sign, obviously, that these Dominicans are not particularly happy with American intervention in their country, despite the fact that nobody really ought to want to live under a Castro-like regime. So Johnson, you know, has, even though there's détente sort of, or a peaceful coexistence, Johnson is definitely protecting America's backyard in the Caribbean from more communist influence. In 1965, it was in the Dominican Republic.